Most entrepreneurs think setbacks sink their business. ADHD entrepreneurs, especially, ADHD founders too. But here's the truth: setbacks don't sink you. Resilience is your default mode. If you've ever beaten yourself up for not following through, if you've ever thought I'd be unstoppable if I could just stick with things, today's training is for you. I want you to grab a pen and paper. Those ADHD brains of yours lock things in better when you write it down. Let me know if you've ever blamed ADHD for lack of consistency, and drop that in the comments for me so that I know and so you can see you are not alone. Here's what usually happens for ADHD entrepreneurs. They overcommit, they stall out, they spiral into shame. And the narrative becomes, I can't follow through. I'm not reliable. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. But that's not the real story. The real story is you have been resilient your whole life. You face setbacks, challenges, and distractions that would flatten most people, and you have bounced back every time. The gap isn't between you and other entrepreneurs. The gap is between the systems you've been told you should use and the systems that actually work with your brain. Let's talk about 3 ADHD entrepreneur levers for accountability and follow through. Are you ready? A setback isn't a failure. It's data. One of my clients missed a launch deadline. Old story, I'm bad at follow through. New story, I just learned this approach doesn't work for me. Time to pivot. Here's a script you can steal. And if I were you, I'd write it down. Instead of I failed, say, I experimented. Now I adjust. I experimented. Now I adjust. Traditional accountability equals punishment to most people with ADHD brains. It doesn't stick. ADHD-friendly accountability, body doubling, micro deadlines, dopamine rewards, it works. I have a client who sends me a 30-second voice note when she completes a task. That's it. That's not enough. That is enough accountability to keep her moving. Maybe that won't work for you. I have another client who sends me a text message every time he works on his side gig. He's got a day job, a couple nights a week, every weekend. He has a schedule, and he needs to let me know that he's doing it. And he lets me know when he starts and when he finishes. Just a text message. I don't even have to send anything back. He just needs to know I'm there and I'm paying attention. I want you to try this. Break big commitments into micro deadlines. Celebrate completion with a dopamine hit, music, movement, even a 5-minute break. I have a client who, when they're doing their paperwork days, they'll hit a wall and they just know it and they've got to get up and they have to move. Period. End of story. The movement is mandatory. Now, I also want you to consider a third thing here. Resilience ritual. Resilience isn't luck. It's a practice. Every day, build a reset into your schedule. I call it a snap back moment. When you hit a wall, instead of spiraling, take 5-10 minutes. Like I was just talking about the client on their paperwork days when they're just like, oh my God, I can't handle another second. Move, reset, breathe, write down one win. That tiny reset protects your energy and resets your nervous system. Our nervous systems are a really mission critical part of our businesses. And when we don't take care of them, it doesn't work. Now, I want you to imagine what shifts when you see setbacks as fuel. Imagine accountability that feels like support, not punishment. Imagine resilience rituals that keep you bouncing back every time. Your business is not fragile because you have ADHD. It's anti-fragile. You bend, you flex, and you get stronger. That's the superpower most entrepreneurs, most founders wish they had. But you, my friend, you've got it. If you want help building ADHD-friendly systems for accountability and follow through, that's what I do with my clients every day. Not a bad way to pay your bills. Send me a DM. We'll set up a Wendy Wisdom call. We'll look at what's draining your energy, where your systems are breaking, and how to build resilience into your business. Both energy resilience and economic resilience. And if you know another ADHD entrepreneur or founder who's beating themselves up about consistency, please be a good human. Share this replay with them. Sometimes the right reframe changes everything.